The McLaren MP4X, a monster of a car. Audi R8 LMS Ultra, a balanced and fun car to flick around. Putting these two in a versus video seems silly, but there's a lot more to earnings than just speed. This video is jam-packed full of information about these cars and this race. First thing we're doing is a comparison of the lap 1 times. This particular race is in the exclusive series. So, purchase price of this car is $366,000 R. To fully upgrade, you'll need 99 gold, $388,600 R. That is well worth your while. Check out the specs. It's a really balanced car. This car appears in 6 series, so it's well worth your while. And watch very closely. I'm not going off track at all as I just went through the bus stop. That's not easy when you're carrying a lot of speed. You'll notice that I do go off track sometimes going through the bus stop. Other off-track cuts are necessary to get this race to work. Now let's get the same data from the McLaren MP4X. This particular race is actually in the cutting edge series, so you don't have to be fully upgraded. Purchase price of this car, 1,200 gold. To fully upgrade like I am, 1,565 gold, 6,792,400 R. That's a lot of currency. You don't have to be fully upgraded to do this, but you'll be slower. And check this out. A little bit of off track there. This thing is stinking fast and a lot harder to control than the Audi. Let's see the time differential, 12.25 seconds faster. Wow. Controls, you need to have all your assists off for this type of racing. If you don't know how to do no assist racing, check out this video. I've got tips and tricks on how to do that. Watch my gas pedal. Watch this right here. See how there's a slight lift till I get control back? That's the advantage of Tilt B controls. Yes, I just reached the perpetual point. More about that later. I use steering sensitivity 2 for this car. It helps me to be a little more in control. Higher sensitivity means less tilting, but you're going to get more twitchy and you can end up losing more speed. So this is a good balance for me. And now let's switch over to the MP4X so we can also see the perpetual point. Also have all assists off, yes, even in this monster of a car. And I actually turned my steering sensitivity all the way down to 0 in this car. Watch my gas pedal, barely lifting. This car is so amazing once you get the hang of it. Perpetual point, you've got to pass 42 cars to reach the perpetual point. What comes after that? What you're seeing here. Whole bunch of cars all close together. And you can keep going forever if you want to. Now let's see how long it takes to complete a lap at regular race speeds, at full speed. And some earning information. This race pays 500 fame per lap, 2,500 R per lap, also a 625 R bonus per lap for your clean race bonus. So obviously to get all of that, you'd have to have all 4 tires on track at all times without ever hitting anything as far as the clean race bonus. The fame and the R is just based on on-track driving, which means having that distance not turn red. So I'm not going to get all of that. You lose about 10 to 11% through these off-track cuts. That's okay, because we want to trigger the perpetual point, so we just have to put up with that. Yikes, I've certainly done faster lap times. I'm actually heavily damaged right now, but that's an interesting thing as we start to look at the earnings, which, well, we're going to do. From green light to the 50-kilometer mark took me 17 minutes and 48 seconds. All right, I was earning 691 fame per minute, 4,102 R per minute. Of course, you double that with the agent and the manager, even more on bonus fame and bonus R days. Check out how damaged my car is. There's only 2 stages of damage, so once you reach maximum damage, you can't get hurt anymore, and it still paid me pretty good. Now, let's switch over to the McLaren MP4X and see how fast my average lap times are. So this particular race in cutting edge pays 300 fame per lap, 1,500 R per lap, and a 375 R per lap clean race bonus. So again, I'm losing a good 10-11% off those regular earnings, but it's just something you got to give up if you want to trigger the perpetual point. And the main thing is, which car is better to drive? Now let's look at the differential. 11.97 seconds faster in the MP4X. So from green light to 50 kilometers, 12 minutes, 44 seconds. The McLaren must pay more, right? No, it does not. Look at the numbers, 580 fame per minute, 3,406 R per minute. Well, we can boost that, but here's the differentials on the screen for you. So if I wanted to somehow get up to 691 fame per minute in this car, I'd have to shave 2 minutes and 4 seconds off of this race. That's not happening. Or do 2.3 laps per minute without ever going off track. That's not possible. The fact is, this is a bad farming race. You earn more currency doing many other races. Just look at all these options at this track alone. But what is this particular car really good at? Okay, here's some other options. Circuit de Catalunya, 1,000 frame per minute possible in this car. And this one's about medium difficulty. Let's look over at Silverstone. Really easy race, over 1,000 frame per minute for me. And there's links, you can go check out those videos right now. Or the king of all endurance races, with the agent on 100% bonus fame day, 7,600 fame per minute, guys. I also have a tips and tricks video on just learning how to handle this monster. I would argue that it's the most realistic car in the game because of the amount of understeer and oversteer that it has. Funny that it's actually a fantasy car. This doesn't exist anywhere in real life, yet I find it the most realistic. Well, please like, please subscribe. Here are some other links you might find interesting. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy farming!